It's just such an office phone in the background.
Oh, I know. That's how we get everything is delivered here. And I put the phone.
Yeah, it's not.
Put the phone near me so I make sure we get deliveries. So what spots look interesting to you?
Well, I'm really nervous about the fact that there's basically no aluminum on this map.
Yeah.
That is disconcerting, and there's no good source of it. We could potentially both go scavenger here.
We could go scavenger, and one of us could get the aluminum. I say one of us should nestle between these two high aluminum near the colony.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay, you go ahead and do that. I will find us some carbon with any luck that's actually usable. Although I'm waiting a bit too long at this point, but maybe that's okay.
You want to grab? Yeah, you probably just want to grab carbon.
Yeah. That may not actually be enough carbon, but I'll just grab like 3 carbon.
Okay.
The upper left would have also been an option. I was kind of seeing I wanted to be near the silicon and the water in particular. Oh, make sure
do we have silicon?
we don't have silicon immediately, but I've got some nearby that I can use.
Why don't you do that and I'll focus on the water.
Okay, sounds good. Also, share your resources.
Are they not shared automatically?
Well, when you enter the new version, you have to update your player settings.
Gotcha.
And I forgot to make sure that you had updated your player settings. Because they can do it automatically, but each version it kind of changes exactly what the deal is.
We had, the first time we tested this, Soren had it to auto-share. And we had just some ridiculous fights in the office where one person was just selling everything that was valuable.
Yeah.
And did you want to upgrade?
Yeah, I already upgraded. You can upgrade now too, pretty easily. Like that first one comes pretty fast.
I'm going to claim that other aluminum just to try to lock people out of the market.
Sounds good. We could definitely use a lot of aluminum anyway.
Yeah. There's someone actually coming to get it, so I think I'm going to beat them.
That would be good. So I'm looking at getting some... I've got a little bit of silicon. I also got hit by an EMP. I also got a new claim for $5,000 while they were busy EMPing me, though, so maybe that's not the end of the world.
Spectacular.
Yeah, that's pretty silly. Pretty silly. I'm going to use that to actually get down a little bit of power here. I've got a really nice wind power spot that I figure it's easy for us to just go ahead and use wind power.
Yeah.
That was a really early EMP to throw at me. Sheesh. Okay.
Do you want me to get going with glass? Yeah, do you want me to...
Glass is okay. Reactors could also work out well, since you're pulling in water already. Either one could be fine.
And then...
Now, we don't have any carbon coming in for a while, because that's what got EMP'd of mine. So I may sell down some stuff of ours, like some of this aluminum.
Oh, do you want to buy... We should invest in a maybe a shield or a goon squad.
Yeah, I got a goon squad for our carbon. I just picked one up, so we're going to be good to go there. It's so weird being on a team. I don't know how to...
Like, how do I feel about this?
Well, being on a team is interesting. It's just the whole communication aspect of it and this idea of I need to tell you what I'm up to.
Yeah, this can go up.
All right.
Yeah, this is the part that we definitely need to improve with the chat. So with since we have aluminum, if we have a good batch of aluminum, carbon, and silicon, we should one of us could go into electronics and probably sit on it for a bit, because it's going to be very hard for them to upgrade and get into electronics.
That's true. They do have a lot of water-based stuff coming down. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but they might end up keeping it low because of that, accidentally.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm expecting, almost. Well, they don't have quite enough reactors down to really do it yet, but it's close. I've gotten us enough glass bought up at this point that we can both upgrade.
Okay, and I'm actually just putting down a glass part as well.
I would almost say,
and I might get another water claim when am I fine upgrading?
Yeah, you can upgrade if you want to. Why don't you go ahead and upgrade since you've got our real production? You can get extra glass and extra reactors down, potentially, either one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I can, once I've upgraded, eventually I can move into something weird like, I don't really want to make chemicals. I'm a little bit nervous about consuming too much of our carbon right now.
One of us, we don't share patents, do we?
I don't think so, which is one of those weird things about teams at this point.
But I think keeping it like these bigger chunks is fine.
I'll keep bidding on that.
And then with all that
I'm actually, if you see people comment on the stream and they mention anything, I'm all for taking advice for what we should do better.
Okay.
So if sharing patents or sharing upgrades would be the way that everyone feels like this should play,
So that's like
that would be good to know.
Yeah.
expand all this stuff.
Got this claim. I have to figure out how much this is worth.
If there's extra stuff that you need to put in,
And I think I don't want to pay more than 20 for it because I'm just so terrified of debt these days.
I have to put 13.
But
Yeah,
so I'll
I
probably
actually
just let it go.
I actually sold a little bit of glass to snag another claim.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, they haven't gotten any aluminum yet.
I can.
I wonder if I can goon squad your tiles. Somehow
Try
I
it.
doubt it, but
I'll
I
try
can
it.
try it and see how it
Yeah.
goes. I totally can.
That's the sweetness.
I put a
right
goon
there.
squad. Can you see my goon squad?
I can. Yeah, you
Okay,
put
good.
it on that glass tile. So, but you put it in the area that they would be targeting.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, if you get power surged on either end, there's no power surge this game. If you get network virused on either end, it'll block it off and things like that. So hopefully that's fine. Let's see. Do you have any claims left at this point?
I do.
Okay.
I'm sort of. I feel like I need to go into another. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, everyone, folks at the office really like seeing Omar Little's name in the in the list. Have you played with him before?
Oh yeah, tons of
Okay.
times. Tons
Sweet.
of times. I went ahead and got an adrenaline boost for our carbon just so we can get through upgrades a bit faster, hopefully.
That's awesome.
Speaking
Adrenaline
of-
Boost is by far my favorite new thing that we added.
It is fantastically hilarious sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted to get into some chem production and maybe even long-term, like I could get a hacker ray and start hacking glass for you pretty easily, actually.
I think
If we
that'd be
wanted to
awesome.
take that route.
Yeah.
Like it'll be a while before it kicks in, so I don't know if we need to worry about it anytime soon because hacker arrays can just take a while, but
So PB Head is building chemicals right now,
okay.
pretty strong, right up above his area.
Yeah. He's avoiding, I assume, the carbon cost. Yeah, he is.
Yep.
That's really, really good. Well, we have an upgrade available. I don't know who should take it out of anybody. I guess,
I would. I think you should go for it, and we might see if I can upgrade right on your tail.
okay. Well, I'm going to need to put down buildings first, at least. I could go in really heavily in chems here for the moment. Just get a nice
We might
large
want
patch.
to. We might want to get an extra. We should either. You should upgrade your your carbon production or get carbon scrubbing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about getting an engineering lab to upgrade carbon production.
Yeah.
Just because that's part of why I adrenaline boosted carbon, is because I knew that long term we weren't sitting on a whole lot of it for the two of us.
Yeah.
Pirates are actually potentially pretty strong here. So can you see that that's my bid, by the way? The 6,000?
That's not your bid. I can see it when it's your bid. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually pretty good.
Yeah. I think that's kind of important, just to make sure for the pirates. Alright, I got hit by an EMP. Shouldn't be any big surprises there.
Have you used the hologram to hide your stuff yet?
Yeah, I've experimented quite a lot with the hologram. I like the idea behind it. There were a couple of details that needed to be cleaned up about it. I think they have been, to some degree.
Some of it. You might want to. I was going to say before you finished your espionage, it might have been good to, sort of hologram that up.
Yeah.
I hate those filthy bandits.
Yeah, it probably would have been.
I'm going to
Especially because you can buy them when they're not on cooldown, which I need to remember. It's alright. Anyway, what were you
That's fine.
saying?
The other thing that we could jack up is the fuel price. But they're making fuel. Okay.
Yeah, it all gets kind of complicated, which is why I was looking at glass in particular, because I don't see them making much glass at all right now.
Yeah, I think we should do that. I can upgrade and then adrenaline boost the glass. I'm gonna buy. Wow. Carbon.
Yeah, if you want to upgrade and get some more buildings put down and such. That sounds fine.
Ooh, the price of carbon's going up pretty strong.
Yeah. Which is why it's good that you boosted on mine, I suppose. Is that what you just did?
That's exactly... Yeah, because I want to upgrade my man. I'm like, his workers need some stim packs over there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to be on the curve with the rest of everybody else. So
Yeah, yeah.
And are you seeing pirates? Have we fixed that? I know that.
Yeah, I can see pirates now.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yay, fixed.
Alright. It might be a good idea to increase... Okay, you've got a water pump going down. Never mind.
Yep.
That's what I was going to say. That works.
Absolutely. And I don't know if we even want to be in... Do we want to push food?
I've got a glass shortage about to hit, by the way. I can delay it if you want, but...
No, it's fine.
All right, good.
I should be in good shape.
Well, I think we should check Offworld prices in particular, because I can hit 5, and food and oxygen are both fantastic Offworld.
Okay.
So, why don't you make sure you get all your buildings down first, though, and then we'll worry about all that stuff.
My buildings are down. It's a question of what we want to do next. Should I do electronics or food?
We could move into either. I guess... Why don't we start on electronics, I guess, if we want to think about pushing into an off-world before too long. We could maybe start some electronics production, since they already have food down.
Okay.
Scientific colony expanded.
I guess I'll bid on this, although I'm not too concerned about it either way.
So instead of breaker part like it is for Raymond. Oh yeah, there's just this bone. And then I guess the idea is...
I still have no idea how to value this whatsoever these days. My debt's not too bad, but it is... I mean, it's 31,000, which isn't awful, but isn't great either.
Yeah. My debt's at 40. I had a game yesterday where I let my debt ride to over 200,000, and it was hard to get out of it.
Oh, yeah. It's really difficult to get out of things like that these days, from what I've seen. Alright, that was my chems getting frozen. So that's... Well, and I guess my carbon, too. It kind of hit both, but it focused, it looked like the chems, which is just kind of weird. Oh, well.
I feel like we should target their chems with a network virus. But I don't know if they're producing... If we target them with a network virus and take out their electrical production, the question is, would that actually hurt them?
Yeah, I don't know, actually. Well, PB Head's already in a bit of debt. We could maybe target his steel mills with a network virus.
But then he might just turn them off. Can you turn those off?
You can't turn them off during a network virus. Oh, also your stock's getting bought, so you should probably secure a lot of that if you can.
That's fine.
Alright. I, on the other hand... Well,
you know, if you buy my stock, that's even better.
That's true. It helps, yeah. Both of them, us buying it helps. We can put a delay on me getting to level 5, I suppose, to make sure your stock is completely secure. Yeah.
They want my aluminum.
Yeah, probably. Well, you got a lot of it bought up for yourself, so that's fine. Why don't we just buy a bit of my stock, too? I'm actually going to go into a little extra silicon with that one last claim I have.
Ooh, and we need to watch the food production now. Can you upgrade?
I can upgrade. I could just do it. That's fine. Get a little extra power down. Yeah, food's starting to look real good. I could maybe go into food here, although I'm kind of in a crater at this point.
Yeah, I feel like you're our off-world man, and I should be the food guy.
Okay, if you want to go into food before long, then that's fine.
I just need to be able to upgrade, which we're waiting on carbon.
Yeah, I was waiting for that freeze to go away, then I was going to boost our carbon again, and I've been getting it upgraded with this engineering lab, so we're on 16 carbon a second right now.
That's perfect.
It's going down as Chem Lab's turned back on, which I actually need to turn off and get moved into something else. I could just go into food right now if I'm scrapping Chem Labs pretty easily.
Can you go into a little bit more? Oh, you put the energy up. That's perfect.
Yeah, I've got 4 wind turbines, and they're all pretty decent wind turbines. Not great adjacency, but they're functional. Tell you what, though, before you upgrade, I can actually get down in Offworld fairly easily, I think.
Pop it? Pop it.
Yeah, I'll just get it down. There it is. Go ahead and get a hologram for it. So it looks like something else. And now I've got one Offworld established, so we can focus maybe on getting you upgraded.
Yep.
From here.
And then I'll just pop the food.
I've got food down at this point. Because I had to scrap chems, because as you can see, chems are awful.
Yep.
At this stage. So I figured, alright, I got to scrap these chems. I may as well go into the food now, and then you can expand into... You've already got like electronics and glass and reactors, so you can just decide, wow, 8,000 for that claim.
That's amazing.
You can tell that teams are really messing with people as they try and figure things out. Man, carbon is $100 a piece. I'm just going to keep upgrading it and adrenaline boosting it for all I care. Although I'm going to wait on the adrenaline boost until the Offworld is online. Freezing my food. Oh, jerks.
So what did you want me to go into?
Well, you could go into pretty much anything at this point.
Okay.
I mean, anything that's profitable. Obviously, I have food, but it's getting frozen occasionally. So until EMPs become super expensive, it's not going to matter as much. Glass still looks really strong if you wanted to expand on that, yeah.
Yeah. Are we making enough silicon?
I have 3 silicon quarries, so we're pulling in 4.75 compared to your consuming 3.75 right now. We will be consuming silicon after you get all that done, but I can upgrade silicon production if I really need to. And that can be fine.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just going to throw down a boost there.
Scientific colony expanded.
Yep. Okay, that was you. That's fine. You can buy my stock all you want.
Your stock is being bought.
Okay, that is goon squatted. So since that's goon squatted, I am going to... I don't know why I just did that. I'm going to throw a network virus at it.
We're not surprised. Just disappointed in you.
Nice. Oh no.
Oh no, what?
You got caught.
Oh yeah, that was intentional. I knew it was goon squatted. That's why I threw a
Good.
network virus at it, because I don't think we're vulnerable to that anywhere right now.
Okay.
Like, we have a lot of really good stuff. Let's see, you got hit by it on your electronics. That's not that big a deal. See, it's just... But I wanted to start tearing through those goon squads so that I could try and start shutting down that Offworld. I might put down another Offworld, actually. I'm not really using this hacker array. I should use the hacker array for something. I'm not entirely sure what, but something would be good.
Can you add another food to the mix?
I can add a couple more food pretty easily. People try and buy my stock, jerks. Okay, you can buy into PB stock. Why don't you just focus on the stock buying then for the time being?
Yep.
And I will just focus on what I'm up to now.
There's going to be a surplus in water. That means
Silicon
they need
tile,
water.
Don't care.
Ooh.
Yeah, if they did it.
They have an off-road market as well.
Yeah. I have a second one coming down at this point.
Okay.
Just because may as well use all this carbon for something. Alright, there we go.
The black market is online. Offworld
I'm just going for
Look at all the money.
that.
PB, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Now, I have a bunch of extra money to throw around because I'm the one doing off-world launches, and you can't really trade those easily.
We're not surprised.
Pop that again.
Just disappointed in you.
So I'll be trying to use that for black market stuff in particular. Let's see, you need what, 234 to finish off PB?
Yeah.
Well, I may as well spend the
You can
cash
just
as I
you can
have
just
it.
buy goods and then I can or there's a way to
Oh,
transfer.
that's true, that's true. Why don't I just, let's see, what are they not making?
Electronics.
They're not making electronics. I'm going to buy a bunch of electronics right now, and then you can
Yeah.
sell them down. Now that we
Okay.
have 300.
Market is online.
And that, yeah, we can
Tell
just
me-
transition money that way.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. I did all the buying.
Shipment
Okay.
launched. Look at
Okay,
all
I'm
the
actually going
money.
to do it again, because we got another off-road launch, so feel free to sell.
Okay, hold on a second. There we go.
Yeah, time to check it out.
And then we also have 800 carbon sitting around that I don't know if we need for anything, so...
Okay, I'm gonna sell some of that then. Just a little bit.
Also, glass is getting bad, but you were overloaded on that, but now you can maybe
So
get it shut
Soren's
off.
calling.
Oh, interesting. I did not see that. Where is he just calling you, or is he calling... Oh, okay. We could maybe switch over to that call if we want to. Or maybe we can finish this game, then switch over to that call. I'm not really sure. How close are you to being able to buy PB, by the way?
Offworld shipment launch. Look at all the money. Look at all the money.
A PB.
Hello?
Hey, Zoltar, how's it going?
It's going good so far. So, Dorian, I'm going to buy up a bunch of electronics again with my $139,000.
Okay.
If you want to sell those down now.
I think I'm good to buy.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
For some reason, I can
bought-
buy you for $0.
Yeah, I can buy you as well.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's a little weird. It's acting like... So I'm wondering... Huh. So it's acting like I have all of the stock in you, because I can buy you for $0. Now I'm wondering... What happens if...
I'm ready.
Okay, you got that one.
Yeah.
Which is understandable,
actually-
this idea of
The flashing
sharing
button,
stock.
I actually just fixed that.
Oh, okay.
But it won't be in for this patch.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can basically buy out if someone else owns share of your teammate, you can buy that out if you choose.
Look at all the money.
Dorian, turn off your glass.
Look at all the money.
Excellent. Sorry. Wait. Yeah. I'm just deleting them.
Yeah, that's probably best at this point. We kind of killed it. Yeah, communication beats not communication. Way to go, team.
Let's see some hidden Offworld markets there.
Oh yeah,
It
totally.
looks like one of Zach's new canyons there, separating
Yeah.
the two land masses. It's funny, I looked at the code. He made the change while I was gone. I looked at the code. I couldn't actually even find the code. He does that, which was strange.
Well, Zach does. I mean, Zach is pretty brilliant, so he does some stuff that's not. He doesn't. A lot of the textures for the terrain are grayscale, and so as like normal artists are like, oh, what's the texture look like? And you're like, it's a gray ramp of patterns.
Right.
But then when it's in the game, you're like, oh, it looks great.
Yep.
So he does. I think some of the way that he implements the code is the same way, where it's not intuitively. It's not the way you'd expect. But it's efficient, yeah. So yeah, I had sent him the information where like a few weeks ago I jumped into a multiplayer game and got into a lobby, and there's a huge debate of like, do we play a large map or medium map? If we play canyons, we have to be a large map.
Right.
And I let Soren know about that, and then I told the terrain artist about it, and he's like, oh, well, we should populate the other side of the canyon. So he put in all this stuff so that in the canyon maps now there are some more tiles you could claim.
Right.
So I think it actually looks pretty cool. I like it a little bit more visually too. So.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's nice to see these sort of cuts. All right. Let's see you finish them off.
Yeah.
Yep. Got it done. I was a little bit surprised, honestly, that it went as well as it did. But I think just being able to talk made a big difference that game.
Right.
Yeah, I would be. This is one of those things where it'd be fascinating to like talk to the other team and say, okay, what things do you like? Because we were in Skype, we were able to orchestrate all this stuff. What things did you need in the actual game to get to where we were on Skype?
Yeah, there's like really cool.
Right.
Like being able to like ping a spot or to, I almost feel like you should have a little hand that says, this is what I'll focus on. In the office, whenever I play with Josh, if we're teammates, he'll always say, I'm going into glass. And then halfway through the game, I'm like, Josh, where's that glass again? You said. And I sort of feel like you take on a responsibility in team games that's a little bit different than single player.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sort of being able to volunteer to be the person that makes sure food is always good or energy is always good. It puts it on you.
I'm wondering if it would be useful to be able to like...
On...
A lot, like, basically all the
You go ahead. You go ahead.
No, it's fine. If it would be useful.
Oh, to be able to like click on something in the UI, like just modify the click in some way, but be able to click on something and say, this is the thing I want to do right now. Like if I click on my upgrade button and I hold like shift or whatever, I don't even know at this point, and then click on it, and then it just puts a little login chat. Your ally wants to, or just Zoltar wants to upgrade, or Zoltar is going to wants to put down a farm, that kind of thing, just to kind of indicate what direction you want to go.
Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. Like they do, there's a lot of stuff that's being done on that with like the latest, the Blizzard game. That's amazing. Where it's like the group play where you're always playing like the 5-player teams. Like they have so many functions like that where you can like ping an area or ping what you want to do or like get the attention of your teammates. And in the chat, when you click on the area in the chat, it focuses the screen to that area that you're interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one thing I add in the team game is sometimes I've used, the sharing. I mean, the default, I guess, is just to share everything, right? But like in a way, since there's not really good communication, I kind of use sharing before to kind of indicate, this is the thing I'm going to overproduce, right? But on the other hand, we could have other ways of doing that, right? Some other buttons that kind of like just make it flash or give the resources a certain tint to give your intention with that item.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a ways to go with that.
I still love the idea of teams in this game, and I think that could be so interesting. Like 2v2 in particular is something I'm really interested in, but there are definitely some improvements to be made in that area.
Yeah. Well, once we get the new UI and team chat, it'll be,
exactly
high up there.
Which is just
I don't. Yeah, I don't actually. I mean, I think the real solution needs to be almost something else. I mean, I think like until there's team chat, you just can't really do anything. But I think it's not actually the chat that's going to solve the problem. I think we need to give a number of other tools to allow people to communicate about what they want to do.
I agree.
Because you can't really do that much typing during the game.
Exactly. No, but I like the idea of being able to like even just maybe ping a tile and be like, maybe even just have 2 different pings of I want this tile or I want you to take this tile, that kind of thing.
Right.
And then I want this resource. Or I'm going to make this resource. I want you to make this resource.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, right now it probably wouldn't be too hard for us to have like essentially automated messages that come up in chat. It's not actually team chat, but like there's a little button you click on a resource and then it tells your teammate, please make this, or
exactly,
don't sell this, or whatever,
Well, and you can do the same thing with all the buildings too, like please build this, or I'm going to build this, and or please upgrade, or I'm going to upgrade, which seems like the most important one because that was, I think, the biggest feat of coordination we pulled off that game. Was
who should do the upgrade.
I'm going to upgrade, and I'm going to put all my buildings down, and then you upgrade, and then you put all your buildings down, and just make sure it goes like that, because it would be so easy for both people to upgrade really quickly, and then nobody has any benefit out of the upgrade yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether in a team game it's better. Is it better for? Would it be better to basically have one player do all the upgrades, or to go back and forth?
That's a good question. We were going back and forth. I imagine you can just math that out, honestly, but...
Yeah, I mean, I think that, technically speaking, it's better for one player to do all the upgrades, but I think there is in terms of just pure math, because you get more claims the higher your...
but it is more expensive.
HQ goes up. Yeah, that's true, you're right. It is more, so actually the math might not work out. Which is good, because I think it would be better for the game if both players were up.
Well, if you needed to, honestly, you could put in a restriction that said you can't upgrade to HQ level 3 until both are level 2, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen that being a problem, but beyond that, I think like the amount of attention a player can give to the game, to their stuff, it's just hard to measure. But like if you basically have one player just stuck on level 1, it's like they're just not doing anything, right? You're wasting your teammate essentially.
It's really funny. I think it's because it's a curve of you need more to upgrade higher, so you're better off getting. If you're working together, you get more claims for less if you leapfrog.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem, is that you could have someone that's at level 5, but the number of functional claims that you'll be using will be less.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Well, we could try We could try a 2v2v2 if there's enough people.
Yeah, that could be fun. Something to experiment with it.
I think I have a good enough connection. I should be able to play.
All right, sounds good.
Sure.
You know, to be honest, it would probably be fair if each of us were on someone else.
Different team.
So we actually experience the problems of working together.
That's a fair point. Hey, I just wanted to beat PB Head today. We're all good now. I'm set. It's been a good day. Oh man.
PB Head is able to respond to this sort of trash talk.
He's in chat. Hey, it's not trash talk when I say all I want to do is beat him. It's because he's so good. It's fine. It's respect. That's what it is. All right.